Okay, so start. Okay, so for the peer review feedback, so
Yes.
the coaches are Win and Edward. So is it correct that the game is invasion territorial?
Yes.
The technical problem is attacking the basket during a fast break,
Yes.
and the technical skill.
Scoring. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for game one, uh, the critical conditions were, or the condition of the game was two attacker, one defender. If the defender intercept, they get 1 point. If they score a basket, they got 2 points. Right.
Yes.
So for me, the interception that get 1 point is good because that increase the quality of defending, where the attacker then will face a higher quality of defending, and they will face the problem more lah. So I think that was well done to have that condition, and scoring the basket of 2 points, make it realistic is what I like, because in a real game, if they score a layup during a fast break, they only got 2 points. So I think that was well done. Sid,
What?
is it? Are you?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I think so. Your tactical problem was fast break, right? So focus on fast. I think something you guys can do to shape the play more so that the tactical problem comes up more is to maybe add like a time, so like score within like 3 seconds, 5 seconds. Because as you can see in game one, they all were taking their time to actually score. So that's not really a fast break situation, really. Yeah.
Yeah, so again, like give a time conditions, like they can score within 4 or 3 seconds, so that you emphasize on the fast break. So it will be like a real game situation when you do a fast break. Yeah. So next is Q&A.
Q&A. So so I think you guys could have started more with the recall. Your recall questions were like, um, Marcus, what do you do well? So, yeah, right. Like you ask individually, what did they do well? I think you can have started off with more of as a whole group. You ask them to, as a team, so that everyone gets to contribute as well. That everyone gets to learn. Then from there you can ask individually. And then from there you can slowly guide them to the tactical problem and skill. But at the same time, I feel your questioning was also not really enough to facilitate them to actually get to know what the tactical problem is. Because there was one time you asked Marcus, so in what situation will you face this or something, right? What situation is this? He said moving into open space, blah blah blah. Then you still have to like, like cue him more until he's like, oh yeah, now I get it. Fast break. So it should be obvious by the time you want to ask that question, what situation. Before you ask that question, what situation, I feel like you should ask more questions so that by the time you ask that, he knows immediately it's a fast break. He still doesn't have to. Oh, now I realize. Yeah.
So basically make use of more like diversion, conversion questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cannot like diverge, like a lot of diverge, suddenly just one converge. So you have to have that nice transition. Yeah. But other than that, the questioning was good. You asking them to recall and some of the value questions were good as well. But you guys could have done better.
Yeah. So like again, some question like, why do we set the condition for this game? Is also good to get them thinking, so that slowly they will get, or they will understand what the technical problem and the technical skill that they must do. Yeah. So next is game two. As we know from game two, the condition, there was no more conditions, right? Removed from the game one. We believe that again you must do the time constraint condition. I think that's best for a fast break, which will improve the play and again emphasize on what is fast break. So that's one of the point, and both of you did freeze play, which was very good. And when you freeze play, you don't straight away just give answers. You guys ask questions first to get them, or to have them recall what did they do just now, which is, I think, is a very good way to start the freeze play. So for the first freeze play, you ask question on how the team could have scored after they missed an opportunity to score, right? So I think that was very good. The timing was also very good, and yeah, again you give questions which is a good way to recall the situation and not just giving the answer to them. So you guide them to get an answer. So I think that was very well done.
On top of that, I think the queuing was by Win. You mostly just said fast break, fast break, fast break. That's the only things I heard for me lah as a peer reviewer. Maybe you say other things like communicate more, look where your teammates are. But the thing that I heard the most was just fast break. So
First that was the command for them to move fast.
okay, that's the command. Okay. So maybe you can tell them also move faster other than just fast break. Because obviously it is a fast break situation. But okay, I mean as a whole, both of us think that you guys could have maybe taught them a technical skill instead of a tactical skill. Because a fast break is a strategy, right? It's not really a technical hands-on skill. So maybe you guys could have adopted it to tactical problem is attacking the basket or in a fast break situation, right? And then your technical skill could maybe be an open layup. Yeah. So you guys maybe could have set it up. So there's like actual KCPs that you guys can coach instead of just telling them communicate, fast break, look where you want to pass, look who are open.
What's the KCP again? Because for the task.
For the first task is observe. You observe the defender whether it's guarding the dribbler or guarding the other teammate. Then next will be decision to like execute the play either to drive or to pass. Then the third is rebound.
Okay.
For mine will be heads up when dribbling, so don't look down. Get outlet passes, so kick to the sides. Get into open space, and then lastly is communicate. Yeah, communication.
Yeah, I think like what Luman say, if you guys have clearer technical skills, because for me I believe that yes, those were good key coaching points, but it's just for me it's too general. But I think it's good for beginners, but it's very hard for beginners as well to understand a general coaching point. Because if you teach a technical skill, because one technical skill we suggest is an open layup. From there you can teach more or give a clearer KCP for open layup where you can teach them lah basically. Instead of just giving a how to say a general KCP, which is in game it's very hard for you to give the coaching points. That's what we believe lah. So in like if you do an open layup, you can say look at the basket during a game, right? You can tell them, oh look at the basket, and then you score. So that's a way you can do the coaching point instead of general coaching points.
Also much more focused when you have a technical skill to go along. So they know exactly what they have to do, and you know as coach what you have to look out for. If not, then maybe they don't get to score. There might be a lot of reasons why they never get to score. Maybe they're too slow, maybe the defenders are too good. But if you give a skill, you can know for sure whether they can do the skill properly or not in the technical problem. Yeah. But other than that, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So now, what are the rest?
Start with Riyad.
Yeah.
Any feedback?
More the good.
I think for me,
It's gonna be loud. I think the KCPs was a lot for me to dissect as a first timer basketballer. But I do understand the general things like I understand the KCPs. I think it's too much for me. Yeah. Skill issue probably.
Okay, so adding on to what Rian said, as a new player to basketball, I think that some of the terms and KCPs used were like a bit too advanced, and like what the peer reviewer said, there wasn't a technical skill to teach us how to actually like attack the goal. But I feel that it also has its good sides that even though it's like a fast break, there isn't a need to do any like more advanced skills. So it's like half and half catered towards advanced players and less advanced players. So that's my feedback.
I feel like the second drill that y'all did was a bit like it was a bit
Or
the drill like the practice task. It's like it a bit straight away a bit from what y'all did, cause they couldn't really apply the like or pass and then they run out, kind of like, because in your game it's really once the possession ends then you restart, go back. Yeah, then it kind of defeat the purpose of doing the second drill. A bit like that's in my opinion when I see. Yeah.
So as a never played basketball player before in my life, I feel for the first game the transition to the second game was a bit off, because the first game and second game the only difference I felt for me was the fact that the second game we had to wait to run when Wayne said fast break, right? Yeah, that was the only difference. I felt that in a fast break situation this is not needed because just now when I was playing during some of the times we were slowly dribbling the ball, we were already very near the basket, then suddenly he was shot fast break. So that would be more, I feel like, in-game situation really. It wouldn't be really relating back to a fast break situation. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was a bit of a honest mistake on the coach's side, because I think as people who play basketball before, the drills and the games that we design, I think were for more seasoned basketball players. Yeah, because the drills and games itself requires you to have prerequisite skills like being able to do layups, shoot actual set shots. Yeah, in the actual game, like to incorporate it into the decision making itself. Yeah, so yeah, that was one part of our side that we noticed. Yeah, so yeah, we'll work on that. Maybe cater for beginners.
Yeah, and I think for the second game, the second drill that Wilbur say a bit pointless. I think it's kind of true. Maybe like I can like change it up in terms of kicking outside. Can pass it to someone in the middle and then we can run down towards the middle line rather than outside. Because I think for game 2, I also didn't transition you guys to run from the outside. Your attack from near the outside, like near the wing, but then at the end of the day, you actually attack the basket towards the middle. So maybe my second practice task can change. And for the shouting fast break, yeah, it's an honest mistake. I think didn't expect you guys to dribble so quickly down. So yeah, I should definitely work on that and maybe increase the playing field. So maybe to like somewhere else instead of just half court. And it's a fast break, so maybe I shouldn't. You also shouldn't really wait for my command line in a sense. So yeah, I think that's something on me. Yep.
Non-voice.
Yep. Thank you. Wayne signing out. Bye.
Shake up.